one house, you only need one house. And if you only got 2 kids, can you just keep it to 2 rooms?
Right.
I mean, why have 52 rooms if you know there's somebody with no room?
I said I rebel with my conscience. I'm just a dreamer, big believer in this whole game is a process. I pray every day that I get to see the next one. My granny tell me don't question the Lord's blessings, but I'm curious. And all this weed smoke, plus I'm dead broke, homie. Shit got me delirious and ease back. My pain killed through the free sack from my Ivy Hill green pack, and my feet flat, planet. While I'm trying to go and blossom, but honestly I'm hurt by the fact they double cross me. Friends turn opposites, deal with the consequence. Gotta go and focus in, bite the hand that helped, may the Lord help with your defense.
What is going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. It's your boy Evans, aka Zach or Zach Sway FX, and I'm back on your screens with another video. So guys, today I wouldn't be doing much actually. I'm just here to discuss some 1 or 2 issues with you guys. This is like a convo with myself or a convo with you guys, and you know, it hasn't been easy ever since I got this 3K funded account. I mean, even before I got the account, I'd been trading some accounts, like my small account. I used to fund like $10, $15, $5. Sometimes I blow them. Sometimes I make some profit out of it, and it has been a roller coaster ever since then until I got the account. So before I went in for the account, I had already made a plan for trading the account, but my mistake number 1 was I didn't write the plan down. I just told myself I'll be doing this, and that. So that was my mistake number 1, and now I've seen that is really affecting me, because I told myself, even though my risk management plan is still in check, I told myself I'll be risking 0.5% on the account, and I'm actually following that rule. It's just that some 1 or 2 days that I decided to risk a little bit more, and on those days market really lashed my back and I lost very massively the account. But here I am, and the good thing is I've realized what I'm doing wrong, and I've seen where the problem is coming from. You know, most of these things, we are the cause of the pain and the anguish we feel in this market. So of late, over the weekend, today is actually Sunday, over the weekend, that was from Friday, when I actually made another mistake. I took a trade when I was not supposed to take a trade on Friday, and now because of that, I'm in a drawdown like 3% instead of some 1.5 or 2%. I'm in a drawdown of 3% on my account. And with the way I'm trading, I know very well that I have what it takes to make something out of this account. Yeah, I definitely have what it takes to make something out of this account, but I'm just messing things up for myself. So over the weekend, I sat down and then I had a conversation with myself. I asked myself some deep questions, like, how do I even expect, or I asked myself, how come you just messing things up, and how come you are just messing things up and you expect to get the same result as the people you are looking up to? So I decided to go back to my roots. When I actually started trading, you know, I have some tips. I've written down some tips in this book. It's been so long I opened this book. This was the book I started writing my ideas in when I actually started trading. Let me just say 3 months or 4 months into trading, and like this book has a lot of information, like crazy informations in this book. Yeah, so I decided to read through this book and go back to the person that actually helped me build the foundation of my strategy, which is Forex Effects. I don't know if you guys know him. He's also a forex trader from UK, and all he does his show us his strategy and his structured approach to how he has been trading since he became profitable. And when I went back there, I saw that he had deleted some videos, but I still got what I wanted. I downloaded some psychological videos, some emotion, like how to tackle your emotions and stuff like that. And I've learned that I am really the problem. I just have to find a way to tackle these issues. So as of today, I'm here to make a plan with you guys. And on this plan, I'm going to take you guys right into my screens so we can make this plan together. I'm doing this because I know there are people out there that are in this same situation or this same phase that are in this same phase of their trading journey, and they feel like they are all alone in this game. They are doubting if they will ever make it in the forex industry. They are thinking whether the forex market is for them or it's just a mistake. Well, I'm actually here to tell you that you are in the right place. It's not a mistake. Actually, those who are making it those who are making it in this space does not have two heads. They have the same head, and it's the same blood that runs through them that is also running through me. So why is it that they have been able to make it with ease, and I'm finding it difficult to make it? And the answer to that is they've discovered some secrets in the game that we haven't discovered yet. And in our quest to discovering these secrets, we have to start by one step. You know, they always say that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with just a step. So I believe this will be my first step towards my journey of 1,000 miles. So I decided to take you guys along, and let's just see how it goes. Yeah. So let me take you straight into my screens so we can make these rules together. So let's go, guys. So guys, as I said, let me just take you guys straight into the screens so we can. I've already made the rules. I went to WordPad and then I've already set my rules. You can see on my screens here. So you can see this is my trading plan, and my trading plan or my trading rule. And number one is, I'll read and I'll explain what I actually meant, what each plan or each rule meant. So let's get into it, guys. So number one is based on the concept of less is more and more is less. I've decided to take a total of 12 trades in a month, and into bracket 3 trades a week. You know, there's a saying that less is more and more is less, and with my experience so far in trading, I've realized that that is very true. Sometimes you don't need to trade a lot, or you just need to take like 2 or 3 trades in a week or even in a month, and you'll be profitable than someone who is taking like 50 trades in a month. So I saw this and then I decided to just keep it simple. That's like 3 trades a week, and you know we have four weeks in a month, and every week has 7 days. So if you have to calculate 7 days times 4 is 28. That means every 28 days is going to sum up to 1 month in my trading plan. Yes. So 12 trades in a month and 3 trades in a week, and I'm going to try my best as much as possible to stick to this, because this is very, very fair. 3 trades a week is very fair. I'm a day trader, but sometimes I'm a day trader, and you know that I use the higher time frames, like sometimes like 1 hour or 30 minutes to trade. So it's not like I sometimes do wait for a very long time before setup happens. So this is very, very reasonable in my opinion. But you can drop your opinions, you can drop your ideas in the comment section so we can discuss it, or if you need help creating your own trading plan, let's get into it, guys. So point number 2, my stop loss should never be more than 50 pips, and I'm not allowed to risk more than 0.5%. That's half percent of my account per a trade. And you guys know that I've moved from risking 20 pips per trade to 50 pips. That's because I've been trading gold for a very long time, and then I've seen how volatile gold is. So I've just decided to just give gold the room to breathe. Sometimes you enter a trade, price will go down or will retrace against you about 30 pips, 35 pips before going back into your direction. And this is what led, or this was what made my decision of risking 50 pips per trade valid. Even though sometimes I get stopped out, but I think based on my day trading experience, 50 pips is very reasonable. Yeah. If the setup that I'm seeing is not giving me, like if the setup that I'm seeing is not very valid and my stop loss zone is I'm not, if I spot a setup, I place my 50 pips stop loss, and then I see that the stop loss is not at a safe place. That's not a good trade for me to take. So I won't be taking any trade that will put my stop loss in jeopardy. So that's it, and I'm not allowed to risk 0.5% in per trade. That means I'll have to lose like 4 trades to get to 2%, which simply implies that every 1.5% that I lose is going to, every week I'm allowed to lose 1.5% of my account, which is also very reasonable. I'm very conservative. I'm getting very conservative with this account. But as time goes on, I will I will upgrade or I will as time goes on, I will upgrade on this 0.5, because when you are up in profit, at least you need to risk more to get more. That way you are safe. But now that your account is in drawdown, you have to be very conservative with the account. That's just why I'm risking 0.5% of my account per trade. So moving to third my third point on my trading plan is, on no account should I take a trade if my target is not up to times 3 of my risk. Target should always be 1:3 RR or more if there is a reason to hold a little further, and always break even at 1:1. Yes. So on no account should I take a trade if my target is not up to times 3 of my risk. You know, I always like to risk 1:3. I always like the 1:3 risk to reward ratio. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like yeah, that's what works with me. In trading, you just have to move with what works with you, what you are cool with. And I'm cool with my 1:3. I've been using that for a very long time, and yeah, I haven't had any regrets so far. So I'll just stick to it, 1:3 or more. Now, first, I just target 1:3, but now I've decided to go for more if there is a chance to go for more. You don't just go for more if you know that price is approaching a key zone, and then you place your target above that key zone, expecting price or predicting that price should break it, to break the key zone and go and hit your TP. That is not thinking in probabilities. You are trying to tell the market what to do. But if maybe I'm setting my take profit at 1:3, and then I still see that there is more room for price to move a little bit more before it can get to a key zone, yeah, why not? I can hold a trade for price to move a little bit further for me, so I can back the profit that is giving me. And the target should always be 1:3 RR or more. I just explained that. And always break even at 1:1. Yes. I've lived with a concept that I will never break even my trade again. But I've realized that is also another kind of a flop in my trading plan, because price will always come back to hit you at break even. Price will always come back to hit you at stop loss. What if price move like 1:2 into your direction and then comes back to hit your stop loss? How would you say about that? So I've decided to just keep my break even at one, to move my stop loss to break even whenever I see price at 1:1. because it's better to always keep your trade safe than to, because that way your trade or your risk is safe. Even though I've accepted my risk, I know that I'm going to be risking 0.5% on this account. Whatever happens, it has happened. But sometimes it's not worth it to let price move in your direction for about 1:1 or 1:2, and you wait for price to come back, take you out come back and take you out in a loss. So it's just advisable to move your stop loss to break even, and let market do what it has got to do. Whatever happens, it is inevitable. These kind of things will always happen because they are inevitable. There's nothing you can do about them. So all you have to do is make sure you follow your plan and let the market do what it has to do. So with that being said, moving on to my fourth point, which is I'm always expected to wait for not less than 3 criteria in line with my directional bias before entering a trade. Yes. Before you take every trade, you have to tell yourself a story. Tell yourself that yes, this is what I'm seeing. You have to give at least 3 reasons why you are taking the trade. And that is what I'm trying to tell myself in this fourth rule. I'm trying to tell myself that I have to wait for at least 3 reasons or 3 tangible criteria that I will have to see before knowing that okay, my setup is confirmed. Now I can take a trade and relax. If you don't wait for any of this, you don't wait for, let's say I'm supposed to wait for 3 and now I've just seen 2 and waited and just jump into the trade. What if price come back to take me out before the market will come back and align very well in my direction? That way I won't be able to trade again because I already taken the trade that I was supposed to take for the day, and it's already a loss. So I'm telling myself that I will have to wait for 3 criteria. I have to see 3 criteria or 3 confirmations, 3 confirmations in my direction, in the direction I want to take the trade before I enter the trade. And into bracket I said trend of the market. I have to wait to see the trend of the market, wait for price to come back into my supply and demand zones. I always trade supply and demand zones. Whenever there's a break of structure or a previous high or previous low has been taken out, I always wait for price to pull back into the supply or demand zones that it has created in the process of breaking these highs. So when that happens, I'll have to wait to identify tangible reactions in these zones before I can finally enter the trade after everything is set. So I have to wait for 3 valid confirmations before I can enter a trade. Now I ended the plan with a note saying like I'm telling myself this. It's like I'm telling myself this, that you are not happy with where you are in life. That's because you have what it takes to break out of there. That's why you set aside these rules to keep you in check. Break any of these rules and I have no option than to tell you how big a failure you will be. Sometimes you just have to be so harsh on yourself. You just have to be so harsh on yourself. You have to be very, very hard on yourself to get to where you want to be. Because nobody's really coming to stand on your neck. Nobody's coming to be on you to break out of this zone. You have to do it yourself. So being harsh to yourself, there's nobody watching you from afar, or nobody's really watching you and seeing the kind of nobody's really watching you, or nobody really cares about what you are doing to yourself. But you only know that you are doing this for yourself, you are doing this to yourself in order to get a better outcome. So whatever it is, you have to make sure you follow this plan. That's just what I'm trying to tell myself, because I know I'm not happy with where I am, and I believe that I have what it takes to get out of there. That's why I've set aside these rules for me. I've set aside these rules for myself to keep me in check. You see, I know I have what it takes. That's why I went to set these rules for myself. So why would I now be breaking these rules, knowing that I want to do, like, my goal is to break out of where I am, and what, or the things that will help me to break out of there, I'm now going against them. What do I expect to be? So the plan is just trying to tell me that it will have no other option than to tell me how big a failure I will be. So if you don't want to be a failure, then it's better you stick to your plan and make sure you follow it regardless. That's what. So that's all about my trading plan for now. But I've still got, let me just say, I have another journaling plan. I want to keep journaling my trades on my Google spreadsheet over here. I've created a sheet that I will be journaling my trades. I have columns for pairs, sessions, date, the time I open the trade, and then the time the trade will be closing, like the type of setup I'm taking. Is it a long or a short? And the risk, the risk, the amount of risk, the amount of pips I'm risking. I know I'm not supposed to risk more than 50 pips, but I can risk below. If a setup is valid and I see that I can risk like 40 pips on this trade, I will go for it. So I'll just make sure I indicate it over here that I'm risking 40 pips, 30 pips, or 50 pips. Yes. And then we have risk in account. So if I said I'll be risking 0.5 on the account per trade. But when it gets to a time when I want to increase my risk, I'm going to make sure I record all of this over here. Then target in pips. So my initial target is always 1:3, which is 150 pips. So if I'm targeting 150 pips, but in a case that I get to target like 200 pips, 250 pips, I'll have to record it here. Then risk to reward. If it is a 1:3 trade that I took, I have to record it. If it's a 1:4 trade that I took, I have to record it. And then P&L in account. So imagine I took a trade today and then I made like $50 on the account. I have to record it here that as of today, I was able to make $50 on the account, and here it is. But the balance, I won't be writing it until the end of the week. So this is a starting balance over here. I'm supposed to get a column for the starting balance, but I feel like I should just put it here. So my remaining balance, or my current balance, is now 2,900 USD out of the funded account. The account was actually 3K account, but then I've lost like $100 on the account already, and I'm left with 2,900, which I'll be trading with you guys tomorrow. So whenever the week ends, the amount of money I made, the total risk to reward I made on the account, and the total profit I made, I'll be recording all of it here, and then the current account balance will also be recorded over here. So when that is done, we will move to the next week, which is below this weekly result. So when that is done, I'll create another column for the coming week. Then I had another place. This is my Notion background. I'll be saving like screenshots and videos of some of my setups over here. So that's just it. That's just how I wanted to analyze the market with you guys, but let's leave that for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be taking a trade. If I get a setup, I'll be taking it with you guys. So let's just leave it for tomorrow. So that's it, guys. So guys, that's all I've got on this one. Yeah, because I just came here to share with you how I'll be creating my plans and my next step in my trading journey. So this is just it. I just want to take note of whatever I'm going to do in my trading, whatever I'm going to do in the market from now onwards. And I want to see, I've heard people talk about follow your plan, journal your trades and stuff like that. And now I want to try it and see if it works or not. So stick with me as I'm trying it, because it might also be very helpful to you. And if you've enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed this video, or you've gained some knowledge from it, do well to smash the like button for your boy. And if you're looking forward to more of this kind of content, don't hesitate to hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, turn on post notifications so that every time I drop valuable content just like this one, you will get notified. So that's all I've got on this one. See you in the next one, or see you guys tomorrow. Peace and love. I'm out.